With my phone, because I got to put it on silent. What is this? Moderation helps everybody feel safe. Ain't nobody supposed to feel safe on this show. This ain't even that type of show. Go ahead and put my phone on silent. We got to get this cracking before the Super Bowl. Because I told y'all I'd give y'all a break. But, Deuce, you a nerd. I see you in the comment section. That's crazy. Put my phone on silent. Let's see if I get any viewers because it's the Super Bowl. What's going on, Kenny R. Carter? What's the dizzle? Because, yeah, the Super Bowl finna show up, so I know niggas gonna be scared to join the show. What's going on? Pork from the cool out corner. Let me get like 15 more seconds left on this YouTube before I could start getting profane, because I really don't have no topic. Y'all niggas know it is what it is, and it is what it is because it is what it is. Showing some early love, game time about to start. The game not finna kick off. The broadcast finna kick off. But without further ado, I almost started the show with no music. That's for the Chiefs. Come on, Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's fuck the Chiefs. And then there was bass. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. This is your host, Uncle Dolemite of the Too Much Game podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. I tried to get this bitch out the way early, honestly, because, it's the Super Bowl, and I told y'all niggas from now on, I'm gonna start giving niggas a break. I'm gonna stop recording my show smack dab in the middle of the motherfucking Super Bowl. But it is what the fuck it is, my nigga. Long as I'm done before Kendrick hit the stage, I feel like I'll be all right, nigga. Just let me know. Kendrick getting ready to hit the stage. Any niggas that's in the comments or any niggas in the live, then let me know. Because this bitch will end early. Because I want to see Kendrick hit the motherfucking stage. What's going on, Rhonda? Because like I said, nigga, I don't have a topic. I'm just really trying to get this fucking show done because I was supposed to have a guest. What's going on, pretty man? But, technical difficulties and shit. My nigga, life be life for niggas. So I guess I'm going to have to push that guest back to a later time. I got another guest that should be coming on this week. So that's a whole nother situation. I'll probably have my nigga maxed out for the motherfucking bankroll. The goddamn ism literally in the motherfucking building, on my next episode, because it's going to be the 16th. So why not have the 16 for the 16th? What's the motherfucking deal, mind triggers? But like I said, if y'all niggas in the comments, y'all niggas watching this motherfucker, y'all niggas let me know, nigga. Once Kendrick get ready to hit the stage, I will, nigga, so I can watch Kendrick get cracking, my nigga, because I want to see the shit too, honestly, my nigga. I'm keeping my phone free. So just in case I'm recording, when Kendrick get ready to hit the motherfucking stage, nigga, I want to see too, nigga. Shit, I should have got this shit started early, but I was really like trying to come up with a fucking topic. I don't have one, so this gonna be one of them shows, my nigga. This is the most freestyle of freestyles, my nigga, because I don't have no goddamn topic, nigga. I want to start the episode by saying fuck Patrick Mahomes, fuck the Chiefs. Dom from the Raw Sex Podcast. Shout out to him. That's the homie. But fuck the Chiefs. He's a Chiefs fan. He likes the Chiefs. The Chiefs weak as a motherfucker. I'm a goddamn Raider fan, my nigga. But one thing I don't do is what a lot of sports fans do that I personally think is corny as a motherfucker. Wear your team's jersey during the Super Bowl. That shit corny as a motherfucker. Y'all niggas that be wearing your team's jersey during the Super Bowl, y'all look corny as hell because you're wearing their jersey. Them niggas wearing their street clothes. Nigga, I don't think that Jaden Daniels is somewhere wearing no motherfucking Commandos jersey. I don't think all these other players, because y'all know I don't fucking trip off football, so I don't know who's playing where or what or none of that shit. But I'm pretty sure your favorite player got a nice t-shirt on or a sweatshirt or a hoodie. He's not wearing that dumbass jersey like you are. You trying to rep your team, and the niggas that play for your team wearing regular clothes, my nigga. Like, You look goofy as hell. So I'm not wearing no fucking Raiders jersey to watch this goddamn game. I'm only wearing the Raider jersey if the Raiders are wearing Raiders jerseys. And I'm pretty sure there's not one single player from the Raiders wearing a fucking Raider jersey right now. So I'm wearing a goddamn black t-shirt. I was looking for something green in my closet, but I don't really got no whole lot of green shit that I haven't recently wore. So that's why I ain't got no green on, because I'm pulling for the Eagles. Pause. I hope Saquon Barkley get motherfucking MVP of the Super Bowl, because honestly, I don't know no other players on the Eagles. I know that one nigga, the quarterback that looked like he a extra in New Jack City. I don't remember his name. No, Hurts. Something Hurts. Is it Jalen Hurts? Because it's like every nigga in the NFL now, first name is Jalen. What's Hurts' first name? I don't know. Hurts something. Pause. That's a fucking wild name. Hurts. But yeah, nigga. Shout out to him. But I want Saquon to ball out. Pause. It's a whole lot of pause worthy shit in football. Whenever you talk about football, it's a whole lot of pauses in football. Even the positions, pause. Tight end is a pause. Wide receiver is a pause. Calling a nigga a wide out, low key, is a pause. Calling a nigga a tailback is a pause. It's a lot of pause in football, my nigga. I don't think 12 Cal or King Germ gonna show up to this shit, because those niggas are really big football fans. So, them motherfuckers probably glued to their TV right now, my nigga. Them niggas probably woke up early, start barbecuing and shit. And what you say, round to the Chiefs always win. My God. Yeah, nigga, because they got the refs playing, my nigga. The Chiefs get on the field and they got about 14 motherfuckers on the field that's on their squad, my nigga. It's the 11 players in helmets and shit, and then it's them 3 referees on the field, nigga. They all playing with the Chiefs, nigga. The Chiefs got the refs with them. What's going on, real spill? My bad yesterday, nigga. I know we were supposed to get down and shit, but after my sister art show, my other sister called me, nigga. My phone got to blowing up. It just was a very busy day, my nigga. Like, Saturdays are usually real busy for me, so it was difficult. But me and Real Spill Pod, nigga, we gonna have a live stream soon. We gonna get on StreamYard. Even if we gotta do that shit today after the Super Bowl, we gonna get cracking, my nigga. Cause today after the Super Bowl, I don't think I really got nothing cracking. So, nigga, we might be able to do like a fucking after the Super Bowl thing or some shit. I don't know, depending on your availability. But yeah, like I said, my nigga, I really don't have a topic, dog. And because everybody busy, I really ain't got shit. Like, that's gonna be the crazy part. Like, nigga, this are one of them. What do you guys want to talk about? Ass episodes, dog. Cause I don't know, my nigga. I just hate the goddamn Chiefs. I know that shit. The only reason that I'm not tripping if the Chiefs win is because I feel like if the Chiefs win, we gotta really have a serious discussion on who's the GOAT quarterback in the NFL. Like, I know everybody got Tom Brady as the GOAT, but we really finna have to put Patrick Mahomes in that conversation. Even though he's a bitch ass nigga. Even though I don't like that nigga, I think I hate Tom Brady more than I hate Patrick Mahomes, my nigga. I can't stand motherfucking Tom Brady. Tom Brady's legacy started by stealing a Super Bowl from my Raiders, my nigga. So fuck Tom Brady. To this day, this nigga ain't played football and God knows how long. But I don't like that motherfucker still. I hope that nigga somewhere tripping over his foot. Nigga, I hope that nigga bang his pinky toe on the corner of the bed, my nigga, every time he wake up in the morning, motherfucker. Cause I don't like him. That's that bullshit. I feel like half his Super Bowls was gifted to him. Nigga, it's a whole lot of debatable Super Bowls that Tom Brady has in his fucking career. Because that Super Bowl against the Seahawks, if they would have just ran the goddamn ball with Marshawn Lynch, that's one less Super Bowl for Tom Brady. If the Tuck rule didn't exist, that's another less Super Bowl for motherfucking Tom Brady. Nigga, that goddamn Atlanta Super Bowl, that quote unquote comeback, that was a fucking meltdown. That's another goddamn Super Bowl they gave Tom Brady. Nigga, I feel like Most of the Super Bowls that Tom Brady has won have been given to him. So fuck Tom Brady, my nigga. Now, Patrick Mahomes, on the other hand, that's a motherfucker that I just get afraid every time that nigga touch the football, because that punk motherfucker might make a goddamn miracle happen, dog. That shit is crazy. What he say? I got a question. Why do niggas preach loyalty and practice disloyalty? The reason motherfuckers, damn, is that EMAC? I don't know if that's EMAC. What's going on? EMAC and the GP? What's the motherfucking deal? I don't know if that's the same EMAC. Is that sugar free EMAC or somebody else? But shout out EMAC, my nigga. Nah, EMAC spell this shit with two C's. So no, I think that's a completely different EMAC. But anyway, I feel like the reason niggas preach loyalty and practice disloyalty is because honestly, loyalty sounds cool. Like, to be loyal sound cool. It's like the buzzword that everybody wanna have. But if y'all niggas know about me, that show who I am and what I practice and what I preach in reality is, nigga, I don't believe in loyalty, dog. I believe in loyalty as a mutual concept, but I don't believe in loyalty if it's not reciprocated. I don't believe in loyalty without reciprocity. So I don't preach loyalty, even though niggas got loyalty tattooed on their motherfucking arm and they snitch on their homies. They got loyalty tattooed on their chest and they trying to fuck their best friend girlfriend. You know, like, it's a whole lot of niggas that push that loyalty shit and they don't live that loyalty shit. Me personally, nigga, I'm only loyal to those who are loyal to me because I understand the level of loyalty that I have. I understand the type of friend that I am, the type of person that I am. So the reason that I really keep a very small circle is because with the understanding that I have of who I am and what I have to offer and the way that I get down, that shit is not something that's given and you know, like, that's not something that everybody has to offer. So that's not something that I'm offering everybody because I know a lot of motherfuckers ain't gonna get down like how I get down. A lot of motherfuckers ain't got to offer what I have to offer. So me personally, like, I don't push nothing that I wouldn't offer to a motherfucker. You know, and I feel like that's why a lot of motherfuckers, you know, preach loyalty because it sounds cool. But most niggas are not loyal, my nigga. You know, most niggas is, you know, they loyal to they self, they loyal to opportunity. You know, they loyal to what's advantageous to them, but they not loyal to no motherfucking person. You know, and again, like, nigga, I'm all for it, nigga. I'm all for people being selfish. I'm all for people looking out for number one because that's how I am, my nigga. I look out for my motherfucking family, my kids, myself, you know, those who I love and those who love me. Fuck everybody else, my nigga. I'm not one of them niggas that you gonna meet day one and I'm just loyal to your motherfucking ass. Nigga, I don't even know you, homie. Who the fuck are you? What's going on, D Royal? You know, like, that's my thing. Like, nigga, when it come to loyal, yeah, nigga, the motherfuckers who know me and I know, those who love me and I love, nigga, yeah, nigga, loyalty go without being said. But I'm not the type of nigga that just, oh yeah, nigga, we play on the same football team. I'm loyal. Yeah, nigga, we work at the same job. I'm loyal. Yeah, nigga, you know, I played ball at the park with that nigga 2 times. I'ma be loyal to him. Nigga, no. You know, nigga, loyalty is something that you gotta prove something to me. You gotta show something to me, you know, for me to call myself being loyal to you. Like, that's why I tell people, I don't throw the word friend around that loosely. Everybody not my fucking friend, and I'm not everybody friend. What's going on, KC? I'm gonna call you after the show. But like, you know, that's the fucking thing. Like, you know, a lot of niggas push the loyalty shit just because of how cool it sounds, how dope it looks on the fucking tattoo, how fly it look in the Instagram caption, you know, how good it looks in your bio on social media. But a lot of niggas don't live that shit. You know, like I said, dog, like, I don't even like speak that word that fucking often. The same way I don't do with the word friend. If you hear me say my friend, oh, that's really my goddamn friend. Because I only use that word with a couple of niggas in my life. Everybody else, my homies, my partners, you know, this dude I know, you know, like, I use 1,000 words about niggas who I interact with, but friend ain't one of them motherfuckers. Cause everybody not my fucking friend. You know, like, that's a concept I've been teaching my kids since they was born. Like, everybody not your fucking friend. Nigga, your friends been to your house. You know, your friends know your parents. You know, your friends know where you live and you know where they live. You know, if I don't know your parents and you don't know mine, we not friends. You know, if you see me get into a fight and you don't help, we not friends. You know, if I need something and you don't do what you can do to provide it and vice versa, we not friends. And that's perfectly okay. Like it's nothing wrong with being an associate to somebody. It's nothing wrong with being a homie to somebody. It's nothing wrong with just being an acquaintance, a coworker, a a classmate, a colleague to somebody. You know, like I be telling motherfuckers, like I don't owe these niggas shit. You know, so if it's a situation where I gotta look out for me or you, I'ma look out for me. Unless we share a last name, blood, or an address, I'm looking out for me first. You know, I let everybody know that shit with me immediately. You know, nigga, like I have these conversations with colleagues that I'm close to. You know, if there's an opportunity and it's between me and you getting that opportunity, I'm looking out for me. So I suggest that you look out for you. Don't never put me first over you because I'll never put you first over me. Only motherfuckers that come before me is my kids. Pause. You know, like nigga, when it comes to me and you know how I prioritize things, you know, don't get me wrong. If an opportunity comes and they say we need two comedians here, yeah, nigga, hey, I got a partner. Let me call Uncle Bob and see what Uncle Bob doing for sure. But if you say I need one comedian, oh no, nigga, that will be me. I'm looking out for me, my nigga. You know, because friends don't pay my bills, friendships don't pay my bills, colleagues don't pay my bills, or any of those things, my nigga. So I'm only dealing in things that benefit me and my family. You know, now if there's room for me to bring the homies with me, the homies is coming. Pause. But any other context, nigga, I'm looking out for me and mine. And I tell people that shit all the time. Look out for you and yours because you don't know what these homies, friends, partners, dudes, buddies, dunnies, and all these other niggas. You don't know what the fuck these niggas got going on. So don't be out here putting your life on the line for all these other niggas and they ain't gonna do the same shit if the shoe was on the other foot. You know, 99% of motherfuckers in the world is looking out for theyself. They looking out for them and theirs, not you and yours. So you should always put you and yours first, cause your homies ain't gonna be there a lot of times. What you say? This nigga Meech blew up in the whole empire in less than 60 days. His whole movement was based around loyalty and integrity just to get out here and blow up the whole mega complex. Yeah, nigga, I seen you know, him and 50 got this whole little thing going on, my nigga. And one thing about 50 Cent, while he's a very entertaining individual, like I read all three of his books. I love all three of his books. You know, 50 Cent is a very entertaining character, my nigga. But that's not a nigga who I could ever see myself doing business with because you know he's got his that nigga got his own little get down, my nigga. Like, you know, 50 Cent one of them niggas that, you know, when y'all friends, he be a good friend. But when y'all enemies, he be the worst enemy that history has ever seen, my nigga. Like 50 one of them niggas that once you get on his bad side, nigga, you gonna have to do something bad to that nigga, cause you know he just not a good nigga to be on the outs with, dog. You know, like that nigga cut off Lil Meech because of something Big Meech did. And the crazy part is I understand it because even though Lil Meech didn't switch up on 50, you know, because you know, I saw the text message that he shared, you know, where Lil Meech was like, nigga, fuck Ross, nigga, that's something my daddy got going on. But nigga, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't never switched up on you, my nigga. Like, nigga, we make money together, nigga. I'm still trying to fuck with you. Whoop de whoop. But I think 50 Cent understand the fact that ain't nobody finna put business over family. Big Meech is your daddy. So if Big Meech told you we finna go do something with Ross, you gonna go do something with Ross. Ross is my enemy. You know, friend of my enemy is my enemy. You know, nigga, you a friend of my enemy. You family of a friend of my enemy, which in turn will at some point make you my enemy. So I gotta cut you the fuck off. You know, and that 50 cut off, you know, with 50, you either friends or enemies, and it ain't no in between. So, I see where he is with it, but nigga 50 is probably one of the worst motherfuckers in the world you want to be enemies with. Because he that nigga's a that nigga is the epitome of an adversary. What's going on, Unreachable Beauty? And what you say, real spill? No way he locked up for the first 3 seasons of BMF and he need bail money. Man, nigga, I don't know, my nigga. Like, I don't know all the details of the situation because, personally, like I tell y'all all the time, like I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to other motherfuckers' business. I only really see what I see on social media. And a lot of times what I see on social media is just shit that niggas send me. Niggas send me these things. Like a whole lot of what I see on social media, I don't be on the timeline and on the search page. Like I don't fucking follow the Shade Room or Baller Alert or Neighborhood Talk or Hollywood Unlocked or none of these blogs. Like I don't really give a fuck about celebrity business. That's why that's not really a theme in my show. Like when y'all look at the artworks of the show, you don't really see a lot of celebrity faces unless it's something that, like the Kendrick beef, pause, you know, um, J. Cole apologizing or things like that. Like certain shit is like, nigga, you can't help but to see it because it's all over the place. Like you would literally have to hide from certain shit. So in that context, yeah, I be knowing what's going on with that because you can't help but to know. But most of the time, nigga, I really don't be giving a fuck what be going on with these niggas. Because a whole lot of, like what I've been seeing as far as Big Meech is, it been a whole lot of rat allegations going on around Big Meech. A whole lot of motherfuckers been trying to put snitch jackets on this nigga. And for what the last 15, 20 years, while this nigga was locked up, this nigga was like the epitome of what gangster is. Like these niggas had TV shows, documentaries, movies, and all type of shit about BMF and how them niggas was, the superheroes of the dope game and shit. And now that this nigga into it with 50, his whole reputation is at stake, my nigga. And that's the fucked up thing, dog. And like that's another thing about like why I'm real cautious about my associations. Like this is conversations that me and Uncle Bob have a lot about, me being in comedy and us being in this Hollywood space, these the entertainment space. I understand that a lot of these relationships are fake. When I go out here to Hollywood to network with these comedians, I understand the fact that none of these niggas are my friends. These are just niggas that I know. These are niggas that I'm networking with. These are niggas who all want to be celebrities. Like we all have the same goal, but we all not using the same means to accomplish that goal. What's going on? My dad up in this motherfucker. Like I understand that, like I said earlier about loyalty. None of these niggas are gonna put me above them. None of these niggas are gonna do anything that's gonna put me in an advantageous situation that's gonna put them at a disadvantage. So I move a certain way. I'm always gonna put me in minds first because I know that's what they're doing. That's what everybody's doing. Like I said, nigga, that's what I teach my kids. Like, nigga, you always look out for you and yours first because ain't no friend, ain't no homie, no partner, no colleague, or none of that shit finna put your interests above theirs. So you always look out for you and yours, the motherfuckers who you was born with, the motherfuckers who you share blood with, the people you share a last name with. Same when it comes to this shit. Nigga, when I'm in comedy, when I go in these spaces and these places and I meet these people, nigga, I'm promoting myself. This nigga next to me, if you need two, he's coming too. But if you need one, it's gonna be me. Only time I'm promoting my homeboys over me is if I'm unavailable. I just got done putting Maury up on the play. They had a show. I was unavailable to do the show. I got a partner. Let me call Maury. I would have called Uncle Bob, but I know Uncle Bob got work. So, I'm gonna do that. But if it's a situation where I can do, oh, I'm looking out for me. I'm looking out for me 100% of the time. And I tell the homies that shit all the time, nigga. Don't never put me above you, cause I'm never gonna put you above me. I'm always gonna look out for me and mine first. My friendship with you don't pay my bills. Nigga, our acquaintance don't help my family. I can't feed my kids, me and your relationship. So, nigga, what I got going on is gonna be what I got going on. I'll help you if I can, but I'm never gonna help you above me. And that's the fucking thing. And again, that's a thing when it comes to dealing with a nigga like 50 Cent. Nigga, 50 Cent will fuck your whole life up if y'all niggas get on bad terms. And that's why I couldn't fuck with a nigga like 50, because I know me. I'm real big on amicable splits. When I'm on the outs with somebody, I can just leave it at neutrality. Okay, I don't fuck with that nigga. That nigga don't fuck with me. And we gonna leave it like that. I don't have nothing bad to say about him. He don't, he over there, I'm over here. 50 one of them type of niggas that once y'all on the fallout, this nigga talking down on you, this nigga trying to fuck your money up. This nigga, he behind the scenes trying to put you in a fucked up situation. That's the type of nigga that like, nigga, once I know we on bad terms, I gotta do something to him. Because he's not just gonna let sleeping dogs lie, my nigga. That nigga like to beat a dead horse. So niggas like that, you gotta do something to him. And that's the fucked up thing about doing business with certain people. Like, you gotta understand the type of motherfucker that you dealing with when you deal with certain people. Like, that's the reason, like, when it comes to the, dealing with shit in the street, you gotta be able to move a certain way. You gotta know who to associate with and who to ignore. Like, this was something that, like, I used to tell my homeboys when I was navigating the streets, when I was living in Compton in the gangbanging shit. Like, I had certain homies I fuck with, and I got certain niggas I just flat out fucking ignored. I don't fuck with volatile people. I don't fuck with unpredictable people. I don't fuck with niggas who we nowadays call crash outs, because a crash out will crash out you, him, and everybody around him. I never liked niggas like that. All the niggas who I dealt with when I was in the streets is niggas who I could predict, niggas who I could understand. A lot of times, if we didn't ride skateboards together, if we didn't build lowrider models together, if we didn't pop wheelies up and down the street, I can't fuck with you. Like, I don't fuck with niggas who I feel like they don't have no reason to be loyal to me. They don't have no reason to, like, do what it takes to keep our relationship on the ups. If I know you the type of nigga that you don't value yourself, there's no possible way you could value me, my nigga. So I can't fuck with you. What's the deal, Juno? 12 Cal, the motherfucking billionaire. What's going on? What he say? You got to be a billionaire to go live during the Super Bowl. Them niggas probably ain't even kicked the fucking ball off yet, my nigga. Y'all niggas got to let me know. When did they kick the fucking ball off? Because like I said, nigga, once Kendrick get on stage, the show over, my nigga. I'm trying to see what the fuck Kendrick got going on, nigga. Fuck the Super Bowl. And what you say, damn, nigga, y'all motherfuckers is going in this motherfucker fast. Pause. Eagles up in this motherfucker. My nigga King Jern Pod saved our marriage. Shout out to the motherfucking Eagles. Shout out to motherfucking Saquon Barkley. I hope Saquon get the motherfucking Super Bowl MVP. Fuck Patrick Mahomes. What he say? Just came through to say what's up during the commercial break. Okay, Eagles up 7 for the first quarter. Bang them. Fuck the Chiefs. Go Eagles, my nigga. Fly, Eagles, fly, dog. Nigga, the first quarter already over, nigga. How am I into this show? 27 motherfucking minutes. All right, y'all niggas let me know, because this gonna fuck around be a short show. I'm telling y'all, nigga. Once the fucking halftime about to start, show over, dog. Nigga, if I could speed up time, I definitely would, because I'm trying to see Kendrick get cracking, my nigga. But let me see. Yeah, nigga, the Eagles is up. That's good. Because like I said, dog, I do not want to see the Chiefs fucking win. But again, the only reason that that I want the Chiefs, or let me not say I want the Chiefs to win. The only reason I don't mind them winning is to change the GOAT conversation. What's going on? Old school Gemini 213. And what you say, Brett? There's still 6 minutes left in the first. Well, what the fuck is you niggas talking about? Y'all niggas act like the goddamn first quarter over and shit. Like, come on, my nigga. Y'all can't be confusing me during this goddamn show, dog. I already don't have no fucking topics. I'm really just on here running my motherfucking mouth. Like I said, I don't ever phone in no episodes, but I also try to, do a good episode, even when I don't have no fucking topics. Like I'm still gonna bring the game as good as I can. I'm still gonna be as entertaining as I could possibly be. I just ain't got no motherfucking topics. So why y'all watching the commercial break? because the commercials of the fucking Super Bowl done fell off. I guess we could discuss that since y'all niggas is here during the fucking commercial break. That's how I know the commercials of the Super Bowl fell off. Cause y'all niggas watching me and not the commercials. I remember there was a time when the commercials would be just as entertaining as the game, my nigga. I remember when the Budweiser, the fucking frogs, the Clydesdale horses and shit. I remember the Wazza. Like, nigga, the commercials of the Super Bowl used to be dope. Now that shit garbage, my nigga. And what you say, Juno? I wish I could get the philosophy on why niggas don't be caring about sports. I be wanting to understand. I don't give a fuck about sports, honestly, because that shit don't pay my bills, my nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck about sports because I got a lot of real shit going on in my life, and I don't really need that particular distraction. Like, I enjoy sports, don't get me wrong. Like, when I sit down and watch football, it's entertaining. I like to watch it. Same with basketball, my nigga. Like, basketball at one point when I was in my early 20s was ruining my life, my nigga, because all I wanted to do was play basketball all motherfucking day. Like, that's all I wanted to do was go to the park, cross niggas over, and dunk on niggas. That was what I woke up and fell asleep thinking about, my nigga. Like, that's why I'm so vicious when it comes to sports debates, because there was a time in my life where, nigga, I was engulfed in sports, my nigga. I was super dope at Madden. I was super dope at NBA Live, NBA 2K, and shit like that. But like, at this point in my life, it's like, nigga, I got too many other things going on to be giving a fuck what the Raiders are doing, my nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck what the Clippers got going on. Like, if I fuck around and catch the shit on TV while I'm sitting down with some free time, for sure. But like, I can't afford to have that shit be a distraction for me. So that's pretty much why I don't pay attention to sports. It's not that I don't like sports. It's just something that I don't have the time or energy to fucking pay attention to right now. What you say, Rhonda? They don't pay our bills and they don't pay us to watch them either. Well, we could say the same shit for, anything on TV. I'm not speaking down against it. I'm not even speaking down on niggas who watch sports and, pay attention and care because, everybody got a vice. Some niggas watch porn, some niggas watch anime, some niggas watch comic book movies and shit. Like, everybody got a thing. Sports just ain't my thing no more. And what he say, I feel you. I just grew up around niggas. That's just law. You ain't the only one. It's just different to me. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, nigga, back in the days when I used, like I said, when I used to hoop, shit, nigga, I literally knew every nigga in the NBA, what college they went to, what they averages was, like all they statistics, nigga. I knew what they ratings was on 2K. To the point where if I'm playing NBA live and I shoot a jumper with a nigga and he miss it, I'm like, how the fuck that nigga missing? He's a 67 overall 3 point. Like, it was that type of shit. Like, nigga, I remember, nigga, I would watch the draft and I would sound like Mel Kiper Jr., nigga. I would be watching the draft. I know exactly where niggas was getting drafted, why they was getting drafted there, and some more shit. Nigga, I used to be like a fucking sports geek, nigga. It's just when I got older and I got kids and shit, I just couldn't afford to like donate the time to that shit. That's the same as how I feel about Squid Game. I want to watch Squid Game bad as shit, but I got too much going on to sit down and watch all that shit. Nigga, that's my fucking problem. What you say, Dad? Never idolize something that don't pay your bills. Exactly. Shit, that's why I've gotten rid of a whole lot of habits in my life because I got too much going on to donate enough time to it to fuck with it. That's why I suck at Call of Duty. On some real shit, that's why I got rid of my Harley because it became too fucking expensive. What you say? What's your substitute to sports though? What's your vice? Comedy. Let me see. Luka Doncic on the Lakers. Yeah, hell yeah, nigga. I hope that the Luka Doncic era of the Lakers is dope because all super duper stars that have played for the Lakers have won championships. So it'd be interesting to see what Luka Doncic do with the Lakers when LeBron leave. Baylor said over under they play A minor during a part of the Super Bowl performance, taking all bets, proceeds, go to the BTG Foundation. Over. They definitely playing not like us at the motherfucking Super Bowl. Everybody in the stadium for sure singing A minor. That's going up. Can't wait. It's gonna be crazy. I have a movie out on Pro. I don't even know what Pro is. That's probably Tubi or some shit. But what y'all saying over here on YouTube? Real Spill said Kendrick about to have the whole world saying A minor. Exactly. Britt said, I think K Dot is gonna play the Not Like Us instrumental and let the crowd say the words. I think so. Honestly, especially during the A minor part. During the A minor part, I think Kendrick is just gonna stop, hold the microphone in the air, and let the whole world sing that part, my nigga. You know, it is what the fuck it is. That's gonna be dope, my nigga. Like I said, this shit is ending when it's time for the Super Bowl thing to go on. What's going on, Deuce? My son in the comments waving and shit. But yeah, nigga, like I said, dog, like, the Super Bowl, I hope is entertaining. Like King Germ said, the Eagles have to beat the shit out of the Chiefs. Because if that game is close toward the end, Patrick Mahomes is gonna do some Patrick Mahomes shit. The referees are gonna do some referee shit because we all know, nigga, the referees play for the Chiefs. Them motherfuckers might as well get rid of those little striped shirts and go get red jerseys because the referees are definitely pulling for the Chiefs. Pause. And Deuce, G Pop said, what's up? And that's the fucking thing, dog. Like, the game is gonna be entertaining. But a big part of why I've always recorded this show during the Super Bowl, a lot of times I don't even do it intentionally no more. But the first few times that I recorded this motherfucker during the Super Bowl, I did it on purpose because I was like, fuck the Super Bowl, my nigga. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like I said, nigga, my vices are things that are constructive to me. My vices are the things that are entertaining to me. Like podcasting is a passion of mine. Same with comedy. Like, a whole lot of the time that I probably could be sitting there watching Squid Game and shit like that, I'm doing something that's constructive. Whether it be, picking my kids up from school, spending time with my kids, doing something like that, or I might be on the phone with somebody. Because like my method for coming up with a lot of my jokes are shit that I say in conversation. Shit that I hear, shit that I talk about with people, like even shit that I've talked about on the podcast. There's jokes that I have that I use on stage that are shit that I said on podcast episodes a long ass time ago, my nigga. Like I don't sit down and write jokes. Like, to me that's like it's a difficult way to have your creative process. Like, shout out to the niggas who can tell theyself at 3 o'clock, I'm gonna write something. I can't do that. Like, I just gotta live life and let life happen and then write about what's happening in life. Like nigga, I've written some of my best jokes in the shower, sitting on the toilet, just talking on the phone to King Germ or fucking around on IG Live or doing the show. Every time I've sat down and told myself I was gonna write jokes, I got writer's block. Same when it comes to the podcast. Like if I was to tell myself, sit down, write a podcast episode, it's gonna be bullshit because I'm gonna get writer's block, my nigga. Like I'm not that type of creative person where I can force my creativity. My creativity happens in the moment. My creativity happens on the fly. So everything that I do, I have to be living to do it. I gotta live life to be creative. My creativity comes from the life I live, not from sitting down and telling myself to be creative. And what you say, real spill, refs gonna definitely put the Chiefs uniform on in the fourth quarter. Exactly, dog. Like that's another reason, like, sports, I don't really get as involved in sports as I used to because it be so much bullshit to it. Like it be so much like politics involved and shit. Same with the Luca trade. A whole lot of people with this whole Luca Doncic trade was, like flabbergasted. Like, what the fuck? How did this happen? This shit is unprecedented. This is crazy. But when you understand the business of sports, you understand why it had to happen. We have to have the biggest name in sports be in the biggest market in sports. Like I wouldn't be surprised if fucking what the fuck is his name? Jokic or Giannis Antetokounmpo ended up on the fucking Knicks. Because the NBA, they numbers is down, way down. Because number one, the product is trash. Shout out to Steph Curry, but Steph Curry is a big reason the NBA is garbage right now. Because instead of motherfuckers just playing basketball, everybody want to have a fucking 3-point shooting contest. So it's damn near unwatchable. Nigga, basketball boring as fuck to watch now. Because niggas want to come across half court and just launch a fucking 3-pointer. That shit bullshit. It's not entertaining at all. But when it comes to the NBA, when it comes to sports in general, a whole lot of what makes sports entertaining is the storylines involved in sports. A lot of times, nigga, like you want to see familiar names in the finals. Like the Bucks versus who the fuck did the Bucks play in the fucking finals? But it was like when you see that headline, you like who? Who versus who? Like Denver versus the Bucks. Like nigga, you want to see the Lakers. You want to see the Knicks. You want to see the Boston Celtics. Like you want to see big market teams in the finals. You don't want to see no motherfucking Midwest flyover country ass team playing in the fucking finals. Yeah, Phoenix. I don't want to see fucking Phoenix in the finals. Shout out to KD and them. Like, don't get me wrong, they a good basketball team. I like the collective that they have, but at the same time, like when you see those small market teams in the finals, like the casual fan don't want to see that shit. So the NBA did what it took to get the casual fan back watching basketball. And if it takes y'all motherfuckers forcing a superstar into a major market, they had to do what they had to do. So I understand. And what you say, KC, I think the thing that has turned me off of sports so much is because so many rules have changed and the players have become soft in sports all around. They don't play like they used to. And the thing is, to speak to the fact that a whole lot of players is soft is, motherfuckers was out here catching Parkinson's disease and CTE and shit. Like, niggas don't want to turn into Muhammad Ali at the end of their career. Like, I understand both sides. Like, yeah, it is more boring to watch football when you don't see niggas out there, you know, hitting. Now these niggas, they damn near at the point where they playing flag football out there, my nigga. You can't hit the quarterback, pause. Like they used to, my nigga. Like, nigga, they used to lay the wood on niggas, pause. Told y'all. And every time we talk about football, it's gonna be a lot of pauses and shit. Like, nigga, you can't lay the hit stick down on niggas. Pause. Like I remember game day 98 for all my 80s babies, my nigga, that was playing PlayStation. Game day 98, the intro to game day 98. Nigga, back in the day when you play game day 98, that little intro video, boy, the whole intro video looked like CTE. That shit looked like the CTE highlight reel, my nigga. After this show, go to YouTube and look up the Game Day 98 intro video, my nigga. When Game Day 98 came on, nigga, that shit looked like the CTE and one mixtape. Cause them motherfuckers was hitting. Pause. Like, that's the fucking thing. Exactly. Like Baylor said, rain games on game day was classic. Because when a motherfucker toss that ball up and you catch it and you hit a nigga at the right time, lightning strikes, my nigga. That shit was like breaking the backboard on fucking NBA Jam, my nigga. Just like back in the days in NBA Jam, nigga, on Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis, you niggas was rushing to get the first dunk of the fourth quarter on NBA Jam because somebody want to break the backboard. Somebody want to hear boom shakalaka and shatter the goddamn backboard. Nigga, that was the same shit. Game day 98 on a rainy day game, when you lay a cold hit on a nigga, lightning strike, my nigga. That shit was like peak video game lore, my nigga. Like me and King Germ, we had a conversation. Pause, 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 pause. Let me just say it now before I get into what the fuck me and this nigga was talking about. But We was talking about moments in a nigga life that's better than sex, my nigga. When you hit a nigga on game day, pause, and that lightning strike, better than sex. You know, for all my niggas who play basketball, Baylor, if you're still in the motherfucking chat, dog. When you pin a layup to the backboard, when a nigga go for a layup and you pin that bitch to the backboard, better than sex. You cross a nigga over and he fall and you hit the jump shot, better than sex, my nigga. Dunking on a nigga in real life in person. A lot of y'all niggas can't relate. But hey, nigga, high flyer in this bitch. When I dunk on a nigga and he fall on the ground, better than sex, my nigga. Just straight up. Sex cool, my nigga, but shit, y'all don't know the feeling. Especially because it's the fact that nigga, and you know, this might just be me, dog. Like, I can have sex whenever I want to, my nigga. I can't cross a nigga over and make him fall whenever I want to. I can't pin a layup to the backboard every time I want to, my nigga. That's a rare occasion in the game. You know, just like in video gaming, my nigga. You know, when you playing Street Fighter 2 and Vega come jump off that fence and you hit that nigga with that, oh, you can, nigga, I will turn my fucking Super Nintendo off and go on about my day, my nigga. Greatest feeling in the world. And what he say, how Braun did Ron Mercer. I'm telling you, my nigga, how Derek Anderson did motherfucking Dikembe Mutombo, my nigga. You know how Tracy McGrady did, I forgot that nigga from the fucking Bulls. That nigga Tracy McGrady racked on some nigga from the Bulls so cold, my nigga. And then he turned around and did the salute on the way off. Amazing. And like I'm telling you, my nigga, I gotta, you know, I don't got none of my favorite dunks on video that I've done. But Baylor saw my mixtape on YouTube, nigga. Like back when I used to dunk on niggas, nigga, best feeling in the world, my nigga. You know, same as when you playing game day 98 and the motherfucker throw that motherfucker across the middle when you come through with Brian Dawkins. Shout out to the Eagles and just, huh? I'm telling you, my nigga, like greatest feeling in the world. What's going on, Taylor Photos, DMV? You know, but that's the fucking thing, dog. And like I said, nigga, no topics, just over here running my motherfucking mouth. I'm letting y'all niggas guide the fucking content. You know, I'm over here on my nostalgic Baylor the Great shit, my nigga. You know, shout out BTG for president. Open run with BTG podcast. You know, shout out I could talk about this all day podcast with Britt Renee. 12 Cow podcast. Pod and saved our marriage. Everybody who done entered the motherfucking chat, cause I'm just running my motherfucking mouth, my nigga. You know, like I said, nigga, I'm recording during the Super Bowl because I was bullshitting. You know, woke up this morning, you know, relaxing, lazy Sunday. Knew I had to get the show out the way. You know, like I said, I was supposed to have a guest today, but you know, he had technical difficulties, so I wasn't able to have a guest. You know, so when I have a guest, I'm like, shit, you know, I'm gonna let the guest, you know, guide the content. But because that didn't happen, I was like, damn, now I gotta come up with a show. You know, shit didn't happen. So, you know, I kind of dragged my feet getting the show started. That's why I'm wearing a fucking basic black t-shirt. Cause nigga, I ain't even like, oh man, let me throw something on for the show. You know, let me da 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 da. Nah, nigga, I was chilling. What he say? I just dropped 50 on Britt's episode coming out next week. Britt, do you have a reply? Baylor said he just dropped 50 on the episode. You know, because you know that's the thing. Britt and Baylor, they do the nostalgia thing. You know, especially that nigga Baylor. Nigga Baylor, ever since I've been listening to BTG for President podcast, you know, Baylor got the episodes that bring back memories. You know, especially it might have been about 10 or 15 episodes ago when the motherfucker was talking about the chick from the east side. When the nigga played the Cal Worthington motherfucking commercial. Go see Cal, go see Cal, go see Cal. Every Southern California nigga remember them goddamn um the Cal Worthington commercials. That nigga used to be playing with like a white tiger. Nigga wore like a cowboy hat. And I'm telling you, my nigga, because he had the tiger in the commercial, I always thought that he said pussy cow. I didn't know that nigga was saying go see cow. I thought that nigga was saying pussy cow. I'm like, what the fuck does pussy cow got to do with selling cars, my nigga? But you know, shout out Cal Worthington. Rest in peace, because I'm sure he dead. My nigga Cardinal Fire. Nigga, are you still in Jamaica? Shout out to the Jamaican homie up in this motherfucker. My nigga Cardinal Fire. Black boss up in this motherfucker. But what he say? I have an episode talking about that commercial. Shout out to Brick. Shout out Cal Worthington, my nigga. Cause I'm telling you, nigga, California, you know, we had some dope ass used car salesman commercials, my nigga. We had some funny ass used car salesman commercials. Like out here in the Inland Empire, nigga, we had this motherfucker Rotolo Chevrolet, nigga. Mariano Rotolo from Rotolo Chevrolet, my nigga. I remember this nigga would sing this fucking song. Rotolo Chevrolet. He was like this old ass Italian. And I used to always think, like, nigga, I just want to jump out and scare this old motherfucker and see him have a heart attack in the middle of the fucking commercial. That shit'd be hilarious. Cause this nigga was like 90 years old doing that shit. What's up, dudes? Did you just write me a note? You could have wrote this in the comments. Chiefs 0, Eagles 7. Yeah, good job, dudes. I'm glad. Fuck the Chiefs. But you say, you remember the Corn Nut Radio commercial? Hell yeah. Bust a Nut. They sang Bust a Nut on the fucking radio. The Corn Nut commercial. I don't know if that shit was national all over the country, but on fucking 92.3 The Beat, Power 106, 99.1, the Corn Nut commercial used to sing, bust a nut, grab a bag of corn nuts and bust a nut. I'm like, how the fuck are they playing this on the fucking radio? Nigga, I thought that shit was like a John London morning show skit. Again, for my older folks, you know, us born before the 90s, we remember the John London morning show. I think John London was on 92.3 The Beat. Nigga, I remember my dad had like a double CD of the John London morning show, my nigga. I would listen to this shit and I'm talking about, nigga, laugh till I had tears in my fucking eyes, nigga. Cause the John London morning show used to be funny as a motherfucker. If I'm not mistaken, Big Boy I think he started on Power 106 and now he's back on 92.3. Nigga. That John London in the house party, yeah, nigga, my dad's still in this motherfucker. That John London in the house party, my dad had a double CD of the whole fucking morning show shit. And I got the fucking CD from the nigga. Nigga, I would play this shit and them little skits they would do in the morning on the radio, nigga, funniest shit in the world, dog. Like I remember they had one of like Forrest Gump went trick-or-treating. And this nigga bit a fucking apple with razor blades in it, my nigga. I still remember that shit, dog. Like, nigga, I laughed so hard, I thought I was gonna pass out, nigga. I thought that as a fucking 12-year-old, I was gonna have a full-blown fucking heart attack, my nigga. Yeah, nigga, my dad said the Klondike bar. The Klondike bar shit was funny because they asked a nigga what he would do for a fucking Klondike bar. And not to sound insensitive, but this motherfucker had a whole mass shooting for a Klondike bar, my nigga. That I still remember that shit to this day, nigga. That shit was funny as a motherfucker. What you say, 12 cow, 12 minutes left in the first half. The GOAT is on the way. Man, fuck Patrick Mahomes. Who you rooting for in the Super Bowl, Baylor? You know, I ain't even asked Baylor. Baylor a fucking Raider fan. In no world should you be rooting for the fucking Chiefs, Baylor. But I'm just asking, you know, inquiring minds want to know. Baylor, who you rooting for in the motherfucking Super Bowl? And if it's 12 minutes to go in the first half, that's great because I only got 7 minutes left in the fucking show. And I know goddamn well it's gonna take at least 30 fucking minutes to get this 12 minutes out the way. Because in football, 12 minutes means at least 30. But yeah, nigga, them morning shows, John London in the house party, GOAT morning show. Big Boys Neighborhood, GOAT morning show. You know, shout out to the Breakfast Club. Them niggas cool, but them niggas is not fucking with Big Boys Neighborhood. Them motherfuckers was not fucking with John London in the motherfucking house party, my nigga. John London in the house party might be the top GOAT morning show. Like that's episode for you, Bailey. What was better? John Lennon in the house party or Big Boy's neighborhood? I got John Lennon in the house party, my nigga. Because shout out to Big Boy, shout out to the phone taps, the Mickey Ficky mix and all of those things. But nah, nigga. Nigga, John Lennon morning show, the house party, killing everything. What he say? I'm a Raider fan. I would never go for anybody but my division. That's law. The Eagles by default. Oh, no, nobody in my division. Y'all shouldn't say, how the fuck could you ever root for the fucking Chiefs? Fuck the Chiefs. Fuck the Chargers. Fuck the Donkeys. Raider gang or don't bang, my nigga. And what he say? Britt said those morning shows got my day started off every day. I'm telling you, on the way to school, nigga, listening to motherfucking 92.3 The Beat, John Lennon in the motherfucking house party, goat, my nigga, goated. Shout out Luther Lufe in the phone taps. That shit used to be funny as a motherfucker. Nigga, the nigga, Big Boy's neighborhood was dope. My nigga Luther Lufe, that nigga got some classics, but nah, my nigga. Nah. Yeah, Shirley Strawberry and the Strawberry Letter. I remember all that shit. Nigga, John Lennon in the house party. Greatest morning show ever, my nigga. Over everything, excluding nothing, my nigga. They was better than Howard Stern, my nigga. I don't know where the fuck John London at. I don't know if he's still around, but if he is, shout out John London, cause boy, that morning show used to have me crying on the way to school in the morning, my nigga. When I had those fucking CDs, nigga, I would be sitting there crying, laughing, dog. Like that shit peak comedy. Because like me and 12 Kyle, I think we had this conversation on the phone one night. And I was telling him, like, I think the 90s was the greatest era in comedy. Like, shout out to the 70s with Richard Pryor, damn, I can't think of his name, dog. And that's fucked up because he one of my favorite, like, older comedians. But he played the Fly in Car Wash. I forgot that dude name, but he was funny as a motherfucker. Like those 70s comedians, they was funny. Shout out to the 80s, Eddie Murphy in that class of comics, them niggas was funny. But the 90s, goated. Nigga, the 90s was the golden era of comedy. Nigga, um, Comic View, Def Comedy Jam, Martin, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, um, motherfucking In Living Color, like the 90s, Franklin Ajay. Shout out Brick. That was his name. Franklin Ajay. That nigga was hilarious. That's one of the niggas, and it's a trip because I found out about him late. Like, one day I just was listening to fucking like XM radio or some shit. And it was just playing like back to back, like old school comedy sets. That nigga Franklin Ajay was funny as hell. Outside of what he did on fucking Car Wash, that nigga was funny. What's going on, Cosmo Marcus? My brother up in this motherfucker. And what he say? I love that movie. Car Wash had a good cast. Yeah, Car Wash had a underrated all-star cast, a superstar cast. The original Car Wash was the shit. They tried to remake it with Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, and while it was a pretty decent hood flick, underrated, honestly. Like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't fucking with the original, my nigga. The original Car Wash, GOAT movie. What you say? The 90s had the first hybrid horror franchise, Scream. Yeah. Scream was cool. Me personally, I'm not a big horror fan, but I did enjoy the Scary Movie series. That shit used to be funny. And I'm not a big fan of the Wayans because I feel like them niggas is real goofy. But the first Scary Movie, hilarious. What do you say? The 90s own the best soundtracks. Correct. Because the greatest soundtrack of all time was Above the Rim. It's not even fucking debatable, my nigga. The Above the Rim soundtrack, goated. Greatest soundtrack of all time. Casey said we had all the good comedy shows and movies. Exactly. Britt said that must have been Baylor. Correct. That was Baylor. You know, Baylor, you come to the YouTube comments, my nigga. YouTube is, that's the where everything is at. I fuck with the YouTube, fuck Instagram. But yeah, nigga, 90s comedy gold, my nigga. Greatest era of comedy. All of my favorite, like comedians, 90s, my nigga. Like that was a cold ass class. Eagles 10-0, mid second. Good. Because in order for the Eagles to win, they have to beat the shit out of the fucking Chiefs. If the game is close, the refs gonna get involved. If the game is close, politics gonna get involved. So in order for the fucking Eagles to win this Super Bowl, them motherfuckers gotta have a statement win. They gotta kick the Chiefs fucking back in. And again, if the Chiefs come back and win this motherfucker, the GOAT conversation definitely has to change. And we gonna have to involve that motherfucking wannabe white man, Patrick Mahomes. Cause on some real shit, that's why I don't like Patrick Mahomes. Cause that nigga wanna be white, my nigga. Who that? I like that name. What's going on? That shit look like it say Lil Nympho. Shout out to that. But like I said, my nigga, fuck the Chiefs. I hope the motherfucking Eagles win, my nigga. I really need to play my parlays and shit because I got $100 in my prize picks account and I can't take it out. Pause. I gotta play that shit. So in order for me to fucking get my money's worth on my prize picks, somehow, nigga, I gotta, throw that $100 out there and like run a fucking parlay. Nigga, I need like a strong parlay, like a nigga who's real good with that betting and shit. Because I know, nigga, like I don't do the sports shit. Like I'm not involved in sports like I used to be. Like I don't know what's going on with these new niggas because I don't give a fuck. I don't be watching sports. Like I got too much shit that I got cracking in real life, my nigga. Like I said, I got the comedy shit, podcast shit. I got my kids and shit. So, nigga, I don't be paying too much attention to sports. What's going on? What's that? Divine Natasha. How you doing? And what you say, brother? Damn, you just reminded me to bet my neighbor. I'm telling you, my nigga. What's going on, Miss B Chris? It's a trip how, nigga. I'm about to end the motherfucking show. And now motherfuckers is joining the show. It's getting close to the motherfucking halftime. Nigga, once halftime is up, I'm trying to be completely focused on what Kendrick got cracking because I know it's gonna be a sight to see, dog. A nigga from Compton is doing the motherfucking Super Bowl because as much as shout out Dr. Dre, you know, goated producer. What's going on, Star Daniel? You know, we don't claim Dr. Dre like we claim Kendrick because we know Kendrick. We didn't know Dre. Hot take. We Compton loves Kendrick because Compton knows Kendrick. Far as a lot of us is concerned, like real Compton motherfuckers, like niggas who really lived in Compton, Dr. Dre from LA. What you say? That set is about to be dope as hell. Exactly. PG Lang, as far as like a company that creates multimedia experiences, audio and visual situations. What they did with the pop out was fucking amazing. So with the 12 or 13 minutes that they get to create this Super Bowl performance, I don't think anything less than some classic shit that we gonna be talking about for the next year. Like of course, the greatest Super Bowl performance in the world is motherfucking Michael Jackson. Argue with your goddamn mama. A close second is Prince, cause it started raining. But I don't give a fuck, my nigga. Mike the GOAT. Michael Jackson, GOAT. GOAT motherfucking performance in the motherfucking Super Bowl. Argue with your motherfucking mama. Everybody say Prince had the greatest performance because it started raining. And yeah, that was dope. But that wasn't nothing but the government testing out the goddamn the weather control machine. And it just happened to work. So while Prince was performing Purple Rain, it started raining. But Michael Jackson had the greatest motherfucking performance in the motherfucking Super Bowl. But Kendrick on the way. So we gonna see, my nigga. Because after Mike, then Prince, then Dre. So now we trying to see if Kendrick come through and get that number 4 spot. But he say, I would prefer watching on TV than live. You mean like watching it on the TV or watching it in the stadium live? I don't know. But either way, I like watching that shit. Mike with the lock, with the Loke song. Exactly, my nigga. MJ was dope, I won't lie. Yeah. Eagles up 17-0. Fuck the Chiefs. What's going on? My nigga Compton Rick Rock up in this motherfucker. Right as the show about to end. Y'all niggas already know. Any of y'all niggas on YouTube, subscribe to Compton Rick Rock. Compton. RICC. ROC. My nigga, motherfucking day one, day uno. From the turf, my nigga. But I'm finna go ahead and close the show so I can go ahead and watch this goddamn Super Bowl. Drop the mic on this shit. This has been your host, Uncle Dolemite, of the Too Much Game Podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. If you would like to support me financially, you can cash at me at Uncle Dolemite or DM me some goddamn parlays and shit for the prize picks and all that good old shit. You know, so I can play my prize pick money and hopefully win a parlay or something. Support the squad, Townhouse Media, Town E House Media, Sports for You podcast. I wonder if they live streaming the shit during the Super Bowl. I don't know. Y'all niggas shout out Sports for You. Sports number 4, letter U podcast, live Tuesdays and Fridays, 6:30 Pacific time, live on YouTube and all that shit. Baylorism Pickleball Foundation of merch. Y'all niggas shout out Baylor. Y'all follow Baylorism on the X. Get you some merch from that nigga Baylor. You know, the pool department CEO or something. I don't know. Baylor got a million names, million foundations, but you just know Baylor makes merch, my nigga. So shout out Baylor. Baylorism. BTGforpresident.com. What's going on, Pat Ronnie? You know, shout out that Brick. I can talk about this all day podcast. 16. All right, dude. Yeah, nigga, it was a motherfucking pick 6. So shout out to the motherfucking Eagles. Beat the shit out the motherfucking Chiefs. What the fuck else am I supposed to say? This shit is fucking up the whole outro and shit. Because everybody talking. I'll be getting my merch at the end of the month. Baylor. Yeah, nigga, Baylor, make some fuck the Chiefs merch. Shit, while you bullshitting. I'm sure that Kendrick is going to give us some type of quotable or some shit that Baylor's gonna put on merch. That's another reason that I'm excited for the fucking halftime show. Because I'm telling you, there's gonna be something that happens in this halftime show that Baylor is gonna put on some merch. Mark my words. Follow me on social media at Uncle Dolemite on everything. Uncle Dolly Jokes on Instagram, just in case they ban my main page. Because Zuckerberg bitch ass been fucking up my page. What else? YouTube. If you hear, you already know. Too Much Game Podcast. TOO Much Game Podcast. Or Uncle Dolemite. That's where my comedy shit is. I might put another set on my YouTube page. I got a set on there. If y'all want to see my comedy, go to Uncle Dolemite on YouTube. I got one of my sets on there. It's like a 12 or 13 minute set. What else? I don't know. I think that's it. I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too much game.